What's up, peeps? It's Joshua here. So I wanted to say that you always have to consider the source of information. And I don't mean in the sense that you need to consider the where the information came from. I mean the person that's presenting the information. When you're trying to learn. So I was thinking earlier about how people tend to attack one another on an individual basis, and the funniest thing happened. I got this comment by this crazy bitch, Queen Bee. Sorry, Queenie Cameron, not Queen Bee. I'm sorry, Queen Bee. On just some random video that I commented on a while back, and rather than presenting some sort of informational objection to my comment or whatever, she instantly said that I'm a Kenite, which those are people from ancient Hebrews who walked the desert. They were metal workers in ancient times. She's on some trip about people and how they're people are comparing these ancient figures to modern day people, trying to fit everyone into these ancient categories. But anyway, she attacks my nose. Of all things, my nose? I haven't heard that since I was in junior high. Something like, oh, you should get plastic surgery on your nose. So it got me thinking, why would a person even say such a stupid thing? And I realized after considering it that it was because I know who I am. And other people don't know me, but I'm very content with who I am. I don't give a shit what people think about me, any more than just being a good person. I'm not out to impress. Obviously, I come out here in my pajamas half the time, but a lot of folks are very self-conscious, and when they're self-conscious of their own bodies or their own selves, they project it onto others. So when a person has body issues, they tend to find body issues with other people that they don't like. This is just Psych 101 shit, but it's not a matter of what it is that people feed off of other people's negativity. So when a person gets really angry, and how dare you attack how I look, they get very personal and they get upset inside. The people thrive on this conflict. So there's a big group of people who thrive on conflict in this world. I don't know what the percentage would be, but they are the psychopaths. And the psychopathic, they're range between 0.5% and 2% of the people. Sociopathic, psychopathic, people who are either trying to get one over on others or get one over on society in general, but they don't realize they're doing it because they're psychopathic. And that's the problem. That chick is psychopathic, because I've run into her last year sometime. She's obsessive. I mean, she's just attacks people like a bear. It's not even worth dealing with people like that. But it reminded me of Mac, and this Mac attack shit that he used to pull. And these people just fade away eventually because they're not worth dealing with. But these people will do everything in their power to crumble anybody else's thought system, even if they're associated with a person they don't like or something, because they are so delusional they really think that the whole world is conspiring against them. I've recently been accused of being in this big cohort with archaic symbolism, Eric, and some other people I'd never heard of. And likewise, some of my subs have been accused of being in a group because they know me, and this is a big joke. It's like we're obviously all a bunch of people on the internet from different places that have our own lives. We go to work, we come home, we make videos. But for the person who's watching the video, it's hard to really grasp. When you watch my videos, you're just seeing me sitting here in my room. I'm just some random dude talking. Now, what if I was all dressed up nice, and I had a really nice backdrop, and I was sitting at a desk, and I was presenting myself very professionally, and presenting all the information I say, not as speculation, but as fact. A lot of the stuff people would be hard-pressed to dispute because it's stuff that you can't prove or disprove. Like, you say God exists. I say, prove it. You can't. Yeah, you say God doesn't exist. Can you prove that? No, you can't. So you just can't. So you can't prove a person is wrong. And if a person, some certain people get really attached to that feeling of thinking that they're empowered by having knowledge, so there's this whole group of folks who are making videos relating to basically their interpretations of biblical ideas based on these ancient figures, the Hebrews and the people from ancient Egypt, and they really get into their their symbolism and their ideas. They take it to the point where they get so wrapped up and obsessed with it, that's all they know, and so they can't. The people that they have as making comments and whatnot can't really. They stop questioning what the person's presenting, because if a person's already presented some great videos, let's say, with some good, true information that you've confirmed as best you can, you tend to just kind of believe what they say. The news has been doing this for years, Throw a few stories out there that are good, and then one that's bullshit. Who's going to know the difference, right? But it's not a matter really of lying. It's a matter of just people believe people unconditionally. So we have people that are opposed to entire groups of people they don't even know, just because of what one person said. And that's giving one particular person too much power, just because they have a YouTube channel. I mean, don't forget, this is Joe Blow douchebag in their basement, Every one of us is just a person with a camera. There's nothing more to it. We all have the same information at our fingertips. It always amazes me when people sit there and argue in a comment section about a fact. Just fucking Google it already, You're all there getting the same info. You all look at the same links, but people pretend like the information's not there unless they want it to be there. It's just silliness, The way I see it is life is too awesome and too complex to spend time seeking out other people's opinions to bash them. And that's how you know that a person really is a sociopath, is when they begin to attack others with no good cause or no justification. So, and especially when a person attacks another person's, the way a person looks, oh my God, what kind of desperate plea is that for attention? I've seen it so many times now, and not just on the internet, just all around me, People will pick on the stupidest things, something a person, just the way a person looks, something a person obviously can't change or wouldn't want to change, or something totally irrelevant. It's like saying you're crippled, it's like, okay. Or, laughing at someone because they have black skin. It's no better than racism, in my opinion. It's judging people by how they look because you have no better ammunition. And it's sad. It's really sad, and I just want people to know you don't have to. Don't let the bullies bully you. It's just not worth it. These people have nothing. And if you do have a low self-esteem, you can build it up, man. You really just got to accept who you are. And I know it's harder. It's easier said than done. But I think each one of us has the capacity to really love ourselves to the point where we can just ignore the douchebags, and also at the same time have enough confidence in our own research abilities to where we're not just believing what people are telling us. Because there are a lot of delusional folks out there. Maybe I'm one of them, because I'm Agent Carpo, the Luciferian, Kenite, Troll, NWA, Illuminati, shill. Number 719.